now you've created this this program called the Business Vision Quest, where you're guiding people to align, and the Vision Quest we know from Indigenous practices, right, is going out there and realising who you really are, and bringing that back to the community and serving your community, your tribe, from that empowered place of knowing your purpose, having that vision of your future. And now you've got it to bring business, which is the jungle of today, and the vision together.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
So it's a model that has come together probably over 10 to 15 years, and that in a lot of the work I do, it's sat behind it. So it's not been put out there as a framework in its own right. But within pretty well anything I deliver, I am looking through, I guess, a bit of a different lens, and it's been coined the Business Vision Quest.
Beautiful.
So what it is, though, it's an understanding that in times gone past, and as you said, if we look at our ancient tribes and the elders of even some of the existing Indigenous tribes, they all have kind of some form of vision quest, some form of going out into the jungle, the literal jungle, and doing some sort of work where you are doing introspection in regards to who you are and looking at the signs. And obviously for our Indigenous tribes and leaders, a lot of that is about nature. We're in nature and we're looking at the signs from nature. And we are given our spiritual guides who guide us on that journey. So when we come back, what have we found out? And they'll continue, the elders, continue to support you in seeing the signs and helping you craft your journey, your vision quest, your purpose. Yeah. Well, the more work I did, the more I realised we're doing that now, but we're doing it in business. Yeah. Business is our new jungle. And
it is. And if you look at it, like the jungle was the marketplace.
Yeah.
You'd go out and you pick your berries and you hunt your food and whatever. The marketplace is business today.
Yeah, very much so. So I guess my lens started becoming, how do we use the world of business to take us on that journey we want to go on, which in those terms is our vision quest. How do we live our best life yet? How do we step into our potential? But how do we do that in the jungle of business? What does that look like? And in doing that, what you really need to do is you need to integrate aspects and concepts from business and business acumen through personal and spiritual, and even some of the latest scientific findings about the connectivity of the universe and how the universe functions. So the idea is, how do we take that concept and how do we now use that through a lens that I've developed to help guide people to look at business differently, to look at the signs of business differently. If you are working with someone toxic, if you've just started working with a partner or a business partner and it's not going well, what can we learn about that? But also, how can we use what we know now to help join all of those dots? But the very core of it is saying, how do I step into business? Doesn't matter if it's an employee or an entrepreneur, they're just different levels of focus, and really create my best life yet and live my vision and use the world of business as the learning platform, and really bring into the world what I want to bring into the world. And what that does is it changes the lens too from this draining where we go to work every day to quite energising, because if we were in those tribes, we'd be in the jungle learning. Well, we're in the jungle, we're just not learning because we don't tend to sort of stay awake and observant or necessarily have the tools or support to start unpacking it. Yeah. So it's basically, bringing together, I guess, all those aspects. The other core of it is basically saying that when we look at a business, that we often think of a business as a legal entity, and this is how it's business, it's not personal, comes in. But it's understanding that all an organisation is a whole lot of human energy heading in a direction, right? Without human beings, we would not have one business, right? Doesn't matter how good technology gets, or maybe one day, I don't know, but you're still going to have people, in the fold somewhere. So what it also then says, like we're talking about this model of bringing employees into our business, how do we, if you like, as being on our business vision quest, creating our business, how do we bring people into our organisation as employees, as suppliers, whoever it may be, and be aware of the kind of quest they're on and supporting them? So, the ultimate objective would be releasing more and more aligned energy into organisations, which should create more and more, power of creating what we really want.
Both personally and in the world.
And in the world, yeah.
It's just the next evolution of us on this planet.
Yeah.
We are, as we say, we are spiritual beings having a human experience.
Yes.
Right? All the ancient scriptures talk about that, at least the ones worth reading.
Yeah.
Right? And again, modern science with what we're understanding about the universe and, our connection to all. That's what we're here for. And if business is, and that business is the playground that we're playing in, it's what we do every day. I go to work, I bring money home for my family, I make an impact with my clients, no matter what, you're interacting in that way. Making that the vehicle, the experience of our spiritual journey, our unfolding of our vision of ourselves. Yeah. It's perfect. It's exactly what we need.
It's exciting.
It is exciting. Wake up every day and know that I'm living out my vision.
Yeah.
I'm on a vision quest in my business while growing this financial instrument.
Yeah, exactly. And, that it brings a lot more energy to it. And, if you look at all the words that are out there in the corporate now, we need to be more aligned, we need to increase engagement, all these sorts of things. At the core of it, we can look at those as symptoms, and we're treating symptoms at the moment, not the cause. The cause is we're not fundamentally teaching people to walk a different journey. And, that's where, imagine, we've got employees who understand, their vision quest.
Totally.
This
How
concept of
engaged are they
engagement
then?
goes away,
Exactly.
because
they're showing up every day on their purpose,
Yeah.
on their mission to be themselves fully.
Yeah.
It's a totally different conversation.
Yeah, totally.
That's the business that changes the world.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right? That is the business that changes all of the employees,
Yeah.
brings massive profit, and makes a massive impact in the world at the same time. It integrates all things.
Absolutely.
Because everyone's aligned, everyone understands why they're there for the bigger purpose of their unfolding destiny.
Yeah.
We are, as we say, we are spiritual beings having a human experience.
Yes.
Right? All the ancient scriptures talk about that, at least the ones worth reading.
Yeah.
Right? And again, modern science with what we're understanding about the universe and, our connection to all. That's what we're here for. And if business is, and that business is the playground that we're playing in, it's what we do every day. I go to work, I bring money home for my family, I make an impact with my clients, no matter what, you're interacting in that way. Making that the vehicle, the experience of our spiritual journey, our unfolding of our vision of ourselves. Yeah. It's perfect. It's exactly what we need.
It's exciting.
It is exciting. Wake up every day and know that I'm living out my vision.
Yeah.
I'm on a vision quest in my business while growing this financial instrument.
Yeah, exactly.